All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going headfirst into the phenomenal career and the truly enduring legacy of the premier Italian motorcycle racer, Valentino Rossi. We're going to break down exactly how he built an anatomy of greatness that completely transcends the racetrack. So, what actually makes a racer a true global symbol? Is it just about crossing the finish line first, or is there some magic combination of skill, personality, and sheer willpower at play? Well, let's look at the facts and the statistics of Rossi's career to figure exactly that out. First up, let's officially meet the doctor. If you've spent any time following MotoGP, you already know exactly who we're talking about when you hear that legendary moniker, Valentino Rossi. The doctor wasn't just some catchy nickname, it became a massive global brand. It was a statement of his clinical, almost surgical precision on the track. For a very, very long time, he didn't just participate in MotoGP, he literally defined it. Now, let's look at his dominance by the numbers. 25. That is how many years he spent racing at the absolute pinnacle of motorsport. I mean, just think about the sheer physical and mental toll of that for a second. To maintain elite focus and adapt to new generations of younger riders over a full quarter of a century, that isn't just longevity, it is absolutely awe-inspiring. And during that massive quarter-century run, he racked up an incredible 115 race victories. 115 times, Rossi crossed that finish line before anyone else on the planet. It's a huge, monumental testament to his relentless pursuit of perfection out on the asphalt. But all those 1,115 victories ultimately led to one massive, defining single digit. 9. 9 world titles. Doing that once is the dream of a lifetime for most riders. But 9 times? That's what bumps an athlete up to undisputed, absolute legend status. And we've got to talk about the context here, because those 9 championships weren't just isolated to one specific era or one type of bike. He won across entirely different displacement categories, from the smaller, nimbler machines all the way up to the heavyweight beasts of the premier class. Rossi adapted. He tweaked his riding style and just kept winning, no matter what engine he was sitting on. Which brings us right to our next point, the manufacturer masterclass. You see, it is one thing to win on a single, perfectly dialed-in bike built by a team you've been with forever. But Rossi had this incredibly rare technical adaptability. He could jump onto entirely distinct, rival machines, figure out their unique quirks, and completely bend them to his will to win championships. And honestly, the ultimate proof of that technical genius is his legendary transition from Honda to Yamaha, leaving a wildly dominant manufacturer to jump over to a struggling rival. That is a massive, massive risk. But Rossi definitively proved that his talent was completely independent of the machine. He literally brought the winning formula with him. All right, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about the number 46 phenomenon. 46. It's just a number, right? Well, not in this sport. That iconic bright yellow 46 totally transcended the racetrack. If you travel anywhere in the world and see that number in that specific font and color, you immediately think of Valentino Rossi. It became a true global symbol of the sport itself, recognized by millions and serving as a beacon for racing fans everywhere. And the reason that number is everywhere is 100% because of the man wearing it. Rossi brought this sense of joy, theatricality, and just genuine fun to the grid. From his vibrant helmet designs to his crazy post-race celebrations, his charismatic persona didn't just elevate his own profile, he literally elevated MotoGP into a massive global sporting spectacle. So, let's wrap this up by looking at his enduring MotoGP legacy. When you tie everything we've talked about together, you really start to see the architecture of a sporting legend. It basically comes down to 4 core pillars. You've got his mind-blowing longevity over a 25-year span. You've got the pure statistics, sitting at 115 wins and 9 titles. You've got the technical skill to transition flawlessly from Honda to Yamaha. And finally, the massive cultural impact of that iconic number 46. Stacked all together, his dominance is completely unmatched. So I want to leave you with a final thought here. With 25 years of absolute dominance, unmatched adaptability across totally different manufacturers and engine sizes, and a personality that literally charmed the globe, will MotoGP ever see another doctor? Can anyone out there ever actually replicate that perfect storm of talent and charm? It's definitely a fascinating question to ponder. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the amazing career of Valentino Rossi. Keep learning, keep asking questions, and I'll catch you next time.